Overwatch is a game I'm not particularly good at. VR is a thing I think I'm good at.
Get down, Mr. President! Get down!
So what if we just... It's beautiful. Wait, you never heard of it, have you? Well, prepare that brain of yours as I tell you its beautiful, yet buggy story. But first, we need to talk about its history. The dawn of man. Revolution. 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 Video games. And Larcenauts was announced May 15th, 2021. Yay. Enough of this talk about world history. I want violence. Violence, violence, violence. With every class-based shooter, you have to have good characters. There's 9 in total. I'm not going to go fully in depth with them because I'm not a poet, so I'll give you a brief summary of all of them, kind of joke around with the playstyle in one. Yeah. There will be a test at the end of this unit, so make sure you're writing down notes, Jim. I know you're falling asleep in my video, Jim. You think you're safe with your medic, then you turn around and see him dead. Then they appear behind you, and then they die because they ran out of dashes. Evander. A super soldier sniper that can go invisible. He also has anger issues. A lot of them. He's either 5 miles away or breathing down your neck. That's Evander. A moving wall that makes walls to protect people, but it won't improve their brain power. The peak of perfection of everything. This is totally not a biased statement coming from the number 1 player of them. This is not biased. But on a serious note, you will most likely be playing a game of hide and seek with him. He's hiding behind a wall, he is hiding behind his teammate, or he is hiding in his crystal palace. You will never find him. He will keep running, unless he runs to you. Think of the fastest thing you can think of. Cheetahs, cars, rockets. He's got nothing on it. They got nothing on him. You think you're safe? He's behind you. You think he's behind you, he's gone. Like a ghost in the wind. You'll never find him. Salter. It's in the name. It gets your blood boiling. Even when you catch one of these gnats, they will teleport away. I'm noticing a theme of everyone disappearing. And they're all annoying. Remember Thal? We can make him better. We can make him a woman. We can make him an e-girl. Oh boy. VOD, my beloved. VOD, or Very Obvious Danger, is a Mushroom Stretch Armstrong. When you pick this character, you become Mike Tyson with go-go gadget arms and you give him a knuckle sandwich. Our final character, Impura. Impura. How do you pronounce it? Bow. That's how I describe this character. Just arrows everywhere. That's the character. I kind of skipped over this part in the beginning, but there's also game modes. They have heist, capture the flag, capture the point, and kill everything. But I didn't really want to go into those because, like, they're all the same thing, basically. you get points for killing. So like capture the point is just one big long death match. So if you thought I skipped over that, you're wrong. I probably missed like 50 other things, but you're wrong about that one. Characters and a concept will only get a game so far. What you need is a community. It's like they said, it's about the friends we made along the way. Being part of this community of 2 people now, since day 2, actually. That's when I joined the game. I got to see its memes, its stories. I saw everything. I've seen everything. Since day 2. I even got on a competitive short-term esports team for this game. I believe I got 2nd place. I might be wrong. That was a year ago. Fun fact, when I was playing this game, I heard of people in my lobby talking about effing hate it. If I have not heard of him, I wouldn't be sitting in my closet recording this video at 2 a.m. So, thank you. But enough of the chit chat. Why don't we just walk up and ask him? I think that's what I'll do. Where's the door? Where's the doorknob?
What brought you to this game?
The trailer. It was, they were going over, I forget what day it was, but they had like this VR show going on, and I think it was the Upload VR actually. I was watching their stream and I was just checking out all the different games coming up, and I saw that there was a hero shooter in progress, and then that was the people from Farpoint, from PlayStation or whatever. So I was like, dude, wait, these devs got their shit together. That game was good. That game looked good. It was high ranked on PlayStation charts. So, Larcenauts is going to be the next best game. So I definitely got to jump in there and check out the hero shooter.
Yeah. What do you think killed the game?
The devs. They didn't listen to the community. Or when they finally decided to listen to the community, they wanted to play the negotiation game. There's no negotiating with your community. That's what backs you.
Yeah.
So they started doing all of the game-breaking mechanics, all the game-breaking balancing, and huge sweeps during a community tournament, which was the worst time ever. So not only did you have streamers and YouTubers and all the content providers, all the content creators, streaming their ends of it, all of their opinions were aired out all at once. And I think that's where it got a bad rep. It kind of started from the beginning, from the launch. I forgot about that. At launch, they had a very shaky launch because the Steam version didn't work. So all of the huge content creators, they're all about their Steam VR, all the PC VR. Then you got Thrill Seeker, Virtual Panda hit them up on it as well, a couple other big creators. It was just broken at launch. So after they finally got that fixed, after 2 weeks later, then they started working with, the immersion update. The immersion update helped out a lot, but that honestly probably should have been at launch. They should have had all that done at launch.
Yeah, I heard that was a big deal breaker for most people. It was like, oh, you can't reload the gun. And everyone had a fit about that.
That and the running. You had to hit the joystick to run, remember that? You couldn't just drop and run, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they should have,
Swim, Gilani.
they honestly should have tested it a little better before they launched it. So it was kind of really rocky launch.
If you were the developer, what would you do to improve the game?
Honestly, I don't know. They should really keep pumping out more maps. More characters would have been a big thing, and they kind of had a failed opportunity with a few big content creators. They were wanting to do dedicated videos for it, but they just kept this negotiation tactic instead of just releasing all of the characters at once, so everybody can choose it. Everybody could just play on an even field, the slate system's kind of broken. They probably should just release all slates so people just have their own, builds, their own loadouts they want.
Yeah.
Definitely have all the characters so people can choose. Because remember, when they were coming in, they only had one character, and it was Kalima. That's what everybody had to start with. And I spent hours and hours on end grinding in order to get Ark, this guy. And after finally getting him, I was like, that's all I wanted, Finally. Now I can finally play the game the way I wanted to. But it just took I think it was like a whole week to finally get him. It was ridiculous. It was daily, all the way through. It's a good strat, I guess, to get people to play the game, but people got frustrated, they refunded, and some people just never came back to the game, unfortunately. And I think that's why the player base is so low, is because it's not an even playing field. Right now you just have non-stop competitive playing.
Yeah.
And those are all the people that are in here. There's got to be maybe 10 players that are just non-stop doming new players, and then they just never come back to the game.
Do you wish this game was popular?
Definitely. I wish it was, because this game was fun as hell to play. And, I grinded the hell out of it, and let's see, after they broke my poor character, I just kind of dropped it. And when I did come back to it, I saw he was actually pretty much fixed. It takes 2 level 5 slates to actually make him almost as playable as he was when they launched it. But, I understand having to balance things, but Jesus Christ, this guy just got it. Poor him and VOD got it, so, oof. Poor
Yeah.
VOD, I forgot about VOD. Remember
VOD
how tanky he was?
He got destroyed after the nerfs.
Everybody stopped playing him. Yeah, and it was during the tournament too. They nerfed him, and I couldn't slide. I slid 3 feet and stopped for 15 seconds. That's
Yeah.
cool. And that's all this guy had going for him, unfortunately. But yeah, I do wish this was popular. I wish more players would play it, because the game is fun. The core aspect of the game is real fun. I just wish that developers probably would have listened to the community a little earlier in advance. That way they could have kind of jumped the gun and tried to save the game. I don't know if it'll ever be popular, but if it manages to, then great. It was fun as hell. It's still fun as hell. I came back and played, but unfortunately it's just bots. It's
Yeah.
bot lobbies and bot lobbies.
I got some weirder questions for you. Do you think you'd win in a fight against your grandmother?
Entering Lycos orbit.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Where did I leave that list?
If you weren't a YouTuber, what do you think you'd be doing today?
Oh man, I'd still be stuck with my day job. I'm still stuck with it. I am just working on slot machines. I am just a slot technician. I go out there and I make sure that the game's up and running so all the old women can go in there and dump all of your inheritance money into it. Nobody's going to be able to inherit anything because of me. You can blame me for that.
Is that how you can fight your grandmother, by taking all her money away?
You know it.
If you ask me if hot dog's a sandwich, you're dead.
How'd you know what I was going to talk about next?
God damn it. Ow!
what's-
I'm in pain.
Okay, is hot dog a sandwich?
No! A hamburger, yes. A hot dog, no.
We all know hamburger's a sandwich. Is tacos a sandwich?
No!
How so?
You insane?
I'm not insane. I'm an interviewer.
Then don't say such a thing.